Hello and welcome to episode number 12 of the 3 Points Podcast. My name is Matthew Meaney. On this side is Ryan Buchan. On that side is Joe Marrone. In the booth is producer Dan, intern Cal, and new set designer Jack, recently promoted from intern.
Good boy. Congrats.
Good boy. Congrats to Jack.
He's been a very good boy lately.
First up, happy Easter to everyone. Thank you for bearing with us. We didn't have an episode last week. Ryan was sick, is why we didn't have it. Nothing else. No Easter. Nothing. It was just Ryan being sick.
That was it.
Happy Easter. Jesus is back. Joe, you want to do our first shout out?
Yeah, our first shout out is kind of related actually.
To Jesus.
To Jesus. Yeah. With shout out the Pope unfortunately passed away last week. Was it on Easter or
It was on Monday.
the day after Easter?
Yeah.
Actually, it was kind of fitting is a bad word, but I mean, if you're gonna go out as a pope, I guess a good time is probably right after Easter.
Yeah.
But shout out to him. Rest in peace. All those good things.
Ryan, anything to add to the Pope conversation?
I plan on watching the Conclave.
Can you
this week.
explain what that is?
The Conclave?
Yeah, because you keep talking about it. And
Do
I'm
you
just
actually not know what it
confused.
is? Or
Are you
am
talking
I-
about the movie or the actual conclave?
Well, I'm going to watch the movie prior to the actual Conclave, but I can explain what the Conclave is for all, like the actual Conclave for all those at home.
Explain
Go
the
ahead.
conclave.
So the Conclave is the Catholic tradition where a new pope is elected. So all popes under the age of all cardinals
There we go.
under the age of 80 are allowed to participate in the conclave, where they need a 2/3 majority. So this year it is about 90 cardinals, I believe, that are needed to agree on the pope. This process usually takes a few days. I think the longest one was 3 years, but I think the last one was like a day for Pope Francis. And the way it works is that you know the results of each election based on the smoke that comes out of the chimney. So if it is a black smoke, that means a pope has not been decided. And if it is a white smoke, that means a new pope will be announced relatively soon.
Nice job, Ryan.
Thank you.
I like that they have the age barrier. It's after 80 you can't participate, but at that point, if you're 80 years old, I feel like that's not a super strict criteria.
Well, like the idea is that they don't want you to be elected and then only be there for like 5 years. Your lifespan is
So
heavily limited.
anyone participating in the conclave is eligible for
Okay, yes.
to be voted as the pope.
Okay, I see. But
Same
again,
way.
I mean, the average age, I think an average age of a male lifespan in the United States is like 74 or something.
Yeah,
so it's already
that's not like indicative of the world.
the
lifespan,
world.
though.
That's what I mean. The world is even worse than that.
No, well, like Europe is better than us.
Yeah, because they
so
don't have all the added preservatives that
Yeah.
we have in our food.
We're
But-
just kind of screwed.
I'm just saying, it's kind of like you're already digging past the average lifespan of
I mean, you
people
are, but-
normally.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. I don't want to nitpick the conclave. I feel like
So before each conclave, and like it's updated every few years, they release the list of papabile, which is who's eligible to be the next pope, which is like who the betting favorites are basically, and those you have to be like under 80 to be on that list.
do people bet on who the new pope is going to be?
Yep, you can
Yes.
bet if you want. Yeah,
Is that on like FanDuel or something?
I think FanDuel has it. I think Caesars has it.
Whatever that
Um,
like other random one that like you could vote on for like the election too. I think. Like,
Yes, that
the-
I forget what that one's called.
They're
Um,
low key this like jankier
I hope that
Mhm.
platforms.
I hope that the betting site that Jake Paul has,
Better.
the one that sponsored the Hawk Tua podcast. I hope that one is
Hey,
in on
well,
that.
put some respect on
Talk to a podcast. Talk to is no longer on his network.
Yeah, because she got
Isn't it over
she got
though?
she got exposed for scamming,
No, season
having
2 is
a
back.
crypto scam.
She had the Talk to guys on as one of the first episodes of season 2.
The society is so doomed.
Well, so because she got canceled for promoting
crypto
a
scam.
crypto, yeah, then I think they rug pulled.
Yeah, they did rug pull the crypto.
But so back to the conclave. A movie came out last year for all of you who don't know, and apparently, besides some obviously, like for a plot, you need to have some like fictional aspects. It was apparently pretty accurate to like religious canon. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm pretty excited for it. And yeah,
Who's your pick for Pope, Ryan? Do you have a pick?
I don't have a pick. I've heard about the one of like the, I don't know if it's like the direct favorite, but the Filipino cardinal.
That's a Filipino guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
But
like
I saw a crazy stat the other day, like of the, what is it? Pope Francis was like the 260, whatever, 270.
Yeah, something like that.
217 of them have been born in Italy.
Yeah. Well, so you had John Paul II was like the first one in 1,000 years or something not to be born in Italy. And then we haven't had an Italian one. Francis is Italian, but born in Argentina. So yeah, it looks like it's not going to be an Italian Pope. Could be African, could be Filipino.
I hope that this time around they stick to like humans, picking a human to be a pope. I don't like that they keep choosing birds. Like one cardinal is enough. They could stop with the cardinals. Anyway,
So bad. That was
Well, here we are, folks. All right.
With 3 Points podcast.
3 Points podcast.
Matt, what jersey do you have?
So it is draft day for those of you watching. It's the best day of the NFL world. Hope springs eternal. More so than
better than the
opening-
Super Bowl.
Better than the Super Bowl, because all 32 teams have a chance of doing something.
Except for the Giants.
Yeah.
Well, the Giants are the third overall pick.
Didn't they trade their pick?
No.
No,
Not yet.
This is the first draft, and I don't know how long that every team, as of when we record this, has their first
That's
round
gonna
pick.
change. That's
It's
gonna change.
definitely gonna change.
That's honestly probably gonna change within 2 hours.
Mhm.
Like I'm hearing Brees Hall is on the market. The Bears apparently want to go all in.
Good. Let 'em-
Stuff's gonna go wild today.
Let him go all in.
Yeah.
Just to be last in the division.
Caleb
again.
Williams is the truth.
So I brought a draft-themed jersey.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you one chance to guess who's on it.
Yeah, Perry the Platypus. I already saw it.
Okay. So Ryan has Perry the Platypus. Joe?
Perry. That's all I saw.
Oh, is it a Brock Purdy jersey?
Brock Purdy high school jersey. Mr. Irrelevant. Number 262.
What Chinese
is-
website did you get this off? DHgate?
No, this is a real thing. Shout out Roosevelt Roosevelt Field Mall.
There's no way this is real.
Yep, this is a real store that sells
Well,
high school
yeah.
jerseys.
And how much money was this?
$30.
$30.
Yep.
Wow.
What other athletes did they have? And why did you pick the Brock Purdy jersey?
You hate Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
He's so bad.
I don't think that's true.
Um,
Look, I'm not a Brock Purdy hater here, but I just don't think that's true.
Ryan's an adamant Brock Purdy hater, though.
Yeah, he's a system quarterback.
But he's a good quarterback. I think they had like Jalen Hurts. I wasn't gonna pick him.
That's fine.
They had a few other people.
I mean,
But
Brock
Brock
Purdy is Brock Purdy is better than a couple quarterbacks, in the league.
Okay, buddy.
I think, Matt Stafford being one.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Happy draft day.
I'm not falling for the rage bait. I'm just.
You're already so upset, Ryan.
I just think like a $30 Brock Purdy high school jersey is so stupid.
But if it's okay,
hold on.
a $30 Brock Purdy jersey is not nearly as bad as like a $150 Brock Purdy jersdy in high school.
Like, this is a
if we wanna
fun
look at that
bit.
perspective, okay.
This is like, who else owns this?
If you're gonna buy a bad, like a high school, a mid quarterback's high school jersey, it better be for $30.
You're right. You're,
Yes,
so
exactly.
I'll stop hating on the price, but outside of that,
What are you wearing, Ryan?
my Doug Eater St. Peter's jersey from the 2022 NCAA run.
But I made a bad financial decision.
Yeah.
Anyone know who that is?
Yo, ball knowers know.
I know who it is, but anyone watching this, please comment. Do you know Brock Purdy, quarterback for the
You know where he transferred?
49ers? Doug Eater?
Yeah.
No, I forget. It was
He went to Bryant.
Yes, that's right. Yes, yeah.
Actual waste of a transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
My
who do you
jersey's
have?
a little known figure in the basketball world.
Mhm.
It's actually not mine. It is Ryan's, but I'm wearing it for today. It's this guy. His name is James. I don't know his last name, but
James. Oh,
like
James Obama, is it? Or is
something like that.
Oh no. Oh, is Obama his first name or last?
Oh, I was confused
Is it
because
Bronny?
well, no, because James. Okay, I think it's a misprint because James is on the back. So usually that's where the last names are.
Oh,
Yeah.
Harden.
But
Oh.
it must be a James Harden jersey.
And
Yeah,
it's,
you're
so
right.
it's a rare misprint.
Yeah, rare misprint.
Lakers 23.
It was supposed to be a Rockets jersey, and it was supposed to say Harden on the back, but they just messed it up completely.
Yeah, that
Bad-
makes sense.
Bad boys.
Ryan, you seem very unenthusiastic today. Can you?
I have quite a week in front of me and behind me, and I am so tired, and I'm ready for school to be over. So
Finals is
prepared.
coming up for us in the next week, so that's
Reverse shout out finals.
yeah.
Reverse
shout out
out
finals.
Saturday, bro. I'm so
I don't
not-
want to do Saturday,
so not excited for Saturday.
but I'm very grateful for the
I'm
opportunity.
yes, very grateful.
I'm always grateful. That's the
gonna
thing
be
about
very
me.
tired.
I don't complain.
Matt
Like
complained
sewer grates.
to- What?
You're
Very grateful. Yeah,
you're
super
very
great.
grateful.
What did I complain about?
You talk about the sewer plant and that your dad wants you to see.
Oh, well, so my dad knows a lot of people within my town, right?
As we know, based off your history as a political activist.
Yes, I'm a political activist, avid Connecticut historian. There's the sewage treatment plant in my town. He's toured before, and he thought that it'd be interesting. So the worst part is not.
I think this is kind of pretty cool.
The worst part is not that he wants me to tour it, the sewage treatment plant. The worst part is that I'd actually be very excited to. I think that'd be a really cool thing to see.
I agree with you. Yeah.
It's not that I don't think it's cool. I just think it's like that he knows that like it's not the most exciting thing, but he will eat it up. Like
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
If you had like 20% more social abilities, you would be like the worst guy on a tour. Because you'd just be like, oh, let me ask you about that garbage dump over there.
Yeah, thankfully I'm too scared to actually interact with whatever the tour guide. But if I was, I'd be asking so many questions. Like I see these tours, like the campus tours for colleges, and it's like there'll be a whole group of 20, 30 people, and then there's one set of parents that's just talking the whatever the tour guide's ear off, and that's the only people that are talking.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I'm not that person.
So I think if you somehow gain social skills before your kids are born, those kids are just screwed, because that's going to be you on the tours. It's going to be like, what room? What's that room? What's that? Who's that? Whose office is that?
I think that I could do it. I would be able to gain enough, not because I genuinely care, but just because I know that it'll make my children uncomfortable, and that will be enough to propel me to do that, because that'll be funny.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's how I
Yeah.
feel like with JD. Of we'll be like I participate in the bits we do. But if JD's there and you can tell he's doesn't want to do it, I'm gonna amp it up.
Yeah, you have to.
It's yeah.
I saw JD. Shout out JD. I saw him for the first time in a year the other day. I just haven't seen him in so long. And then you just see him, and it's like he spawns in. That's all I really have about JD. But
Miss JD, love you.
He knows everybody too. It's crazy.
he does.
Sacred Heart's cousin.
Everybody on campus, JD has Conan.
But could never use a connection for anything though. Is the cool part too. He could never call in a favor, even though he knows everyone. So JD,
Yeah.
prove me wrong.
Can I get a sip of your lemonade, bro?
Yeah, of course.
3 points communal lemonade.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, my lemonade's been passed around this table. Worse than
Worse than what, Jeff? Worse than what?
It's a good lemonade. Do you got the blackberry?
it's a great lemonade.
That one hit my throat. That was tart. All right, what is,
I have a blind ranking on the docket if you want to do that.
Sure,
real quick.
let's do that.
I want you to blind rank.
You're drinking your water. You're completely losing the taste of the lemonade now.
fine, sauce it back over.
No, you don't get it.
Give him the lemonade. Give him the communal lemonade.
Is the lemonade off camera?
Doesn't matter. Just give me the
Canonically, if it's off camera, it doesn't exist anymore. So.
Give me the lemonade back. What are we ranking?
We're ranking these 5 types of tickets you could get.
Like cop tickets?
It's just tickets in general.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Your first ticket, a World Cup ticket.
1.
I would be bored out of my mind. I'm gonna go 3. I just don't care.
That's like the biggest event. Oh, tour. Wave to the tour.
Hey, wave. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. That's
Wave.
That's
Wave. Thank you.
that's
Good.
the
Good
biggest.
voice.
There's been so many lately, and they've been so big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
crazy.
But like, okay, hold on. Back to this. The World Cup is the biggest event in the world. They're staring at us. You got to give a wave. Give a wave.
big. Wave.
give a
Wave.
Give a wave.
Wave back. Please wave back.
Yeah, there
Okay.
we go.
Nod. Good.
Oh, he's got like the frat nod. Biggest sporting event in the world happens once every 4 years. It's 4 years.
4 years.
How can you not? You're gonna put that at 3?
So
Because you know damn well like parking tickets gonna be on this list.
yes, I'd rather get a parking ticket. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the
Hey,
thing.
there's some bad tickets on this list.
Listen.
Yeah,
I-
try and validate this.
I'm going to. Soccer is the worst sport. It's just you sit there for nine. Okay, this is a whole tangent in itself. 90 plus minutes because there's 90 minutes of the regular game, and then they just throw out extra minutes out of their asses. Say, oh, here, play for this arbitrary extra amount of time.
Not arbitrary.
It's completely arbitrary, and then the entire game, if they just kick the ball back and forth for 90 minutes,
Here's another tour.
and you're
Just
lucky.
wave and keep talking. Wave and
You're
keep
lucky if you get more than 2 goals in a
Wave
game.
back.
Someone mom.
Please wave back. Please wave back. Please. Help me. Please. You gotta be kidding me. Yes. Okay. All right.
They're
thank
all
you.
just staring at him and not waving. So okay, you
Just
sit there
it's a stupid argument.
and you
Next
watch
ticket.
for 90 minutes.
We're
you
going
watch
to.
people-
Wait, let me
Cut his
give
mic.
Joe a little help here. I feel that soccer falls under the same thing as football, in that it is significantly better to watch on TV because, especially if you're watching like Latin American soccer, where the announcers are going crazy, even if they're not doing anything, that adds to the viewing experience, and like
Okay.
soccer in person is kind
Also,
of
last
Here's
thing-
my Here's my counter argument to that. Say like you watch those like EuroLeague games where they're like doing stadium wide chants. Like there's like all the seats look like this. Like all the fans are so united. And there's-
60,000 people chanting.
imagine that at the World Cup, right? Like obviously the U.S.'s odds of getting into this final are very limited, right?
Could be good.
Now,
Could be
Okay.
good this year.
But like if I go and I say it's like Argentina and Portugal, right? And I'm watching and I just see like obviously not all of Argentina, but like a lot of Argentinian fans just going nuts, just like I'm gonna have goosebumps. Like
See,
that's sick.
I agree. The problem is that when you look at all the fans cheering and they're excited, it's a great atmosphere, and then you see the field, and there's guys just kicking the ball back and forth. That's not.
What's the next
Those
ticket?
two
What's the
things
next
are
ticket?
not
We're moving
analogous.
on.
Wait, I have
We're
one.
moving
I have
on.
one last thing.
No, you've
The
been
other
cut
thing-
off. You've been cut off.
Is that you can tie. The tying is the worst part. You watch 90 fucking
Give him a lemonade.
90 minutes, and then just for them to tie 0-0. It's the worst.
All right,
Up-
great.
It's
I'm
3.
glad you've gotten that out now.
Just keep it in the middle. At this point, just keep it.
Just keep it in the middle. This is disgusting. All right, next one up, a Super Bowl ticket.
1.
2.
Pretty straightforward.
See, here's the problem with your list.
Oh
now.
my God! What's
You'd
my
rather
issue?
go to the World Cup than the Super Bowl?
Yes,
That's a crazy take.
100%.
How many soccer players could you name?
Like right now?
Like, let's say in a theoretical World Cup, who do you think you could name in the World Cup finals?
Like any like are you telling me countries? Like just
Like we're
players
talking
in
about
general?
good countries that have a chance to make the World Cup final. Could you name?
I'd say I could probably 10 to 15.
Players?
I
Yes.
don't know if I believe that. I think the thing with Ryan is a vibes guy more than like being at an event. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Ryan just likes vibes.
The
And
the vibe of a World Cup is so much better than the Super Bowl because
I
you're gonna
agree.
have like execs at the World Cup, right? But far less than the Super Bowl. If it's not your team, I would just so much rather watch from home.
I agree, but for me, it's the fact that the energy in the stands is not reflected on the field at all. That's
And
my
then I would
biggest
say
problem.
the exact opposite for the Super Bowl.
Yes, but I'd rather see a better product on the field than a better fan experience, like a better fan environment.
But the issue I'm having is that like a Super Bowl crowd is like not great usually. It's a lot of just executives, a lot of suits.
Hey, don't disrespect Sal Toledo like that. He gave us merch.
A lot of
Exactly.
suits, there's a lot of executives just sitting there, right? And it's a great product on the field. I will agree. I would find the game of the Super Bowl more entertaining than but besides like the last World Cup, because that last World Cup final was superb, more entertaining than like the average World Cup final. But that difference is smaller than the World Cup fan and Super Bowl fan. Like that gap is this wide. The product gap is like here.
I think we just have a difference.
You just have a different.
a
I'm not even gonna wave.
We have a different philosophy. I don't care about the fan experience
They're
if I
staring
can
at us.
get a really good product
Let
on the
'em stare.
field.
Okay.
And I just won't
Whatever.
be excited by the product on the field of the World Cup.
Next ticket.
The caveat of these tickets is that you do have to go to the event on the ticket. Okay, so just keep that in mind as we keep going here.
Okay.
All right. World Series ticket.
Oh, I think I know where you're going. So I'm gonna say 4.
Okay.
Actually, I don't really know, but I'm gonna
I
say 4.
don't think you have any idea where I'm going.
I'm going. I'll stick with 2. I know my list is very top heavy right now, with 1, 2, 3, but I'm fine with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Next ticket. Speeding ticket. Here it is.
Oh, 5.
Just because I'm scared of what your last thing is, I'm gonna say 4. Because the speeding ticket, yeah, it's annoying, but at the end of the day, you
It's
pay
probably,
it. You
probably
pay
gonna
it
be like
off.
a parking ticket.
That a parking ticket is easier than a speeding ticket, but just because I don't know what he's about to pull out, I'm gonna go with 4.
All right, and you have to go to the event on this ticket. WNBA Finals ticket.
3. Yeah.
I mean, you know what?
Over the World Series. He put it over the World
If
Series.
it's like
that
the
is
fever.
crazy. Don't try and justify this by
I'll-
saying if it's with the what if it's Liberty Fever? No.
Heat. Dude, you want to talk about an audience? That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, there's going to be 8 people there. They're all going to be cheering
Wait,
after one
I
layup
talked
gets
about
made.
this with my dad. This is a Fever stat. So all of the Fever's away games, like the Suns, right? They're not playing at Mohegan. They're playing like at a different arena because the ask for tickets is so much greater. So the Fever are essentially playing all home games.
Yeah, because
because-
it's all Caitlin Clark.
Well,
Yes.
but they're not playing home games because then still the stadium is still going to be in the area, right?
I don't
But
know.
everyone, yeah, it's in the area. But
I would
everyone's-
I would assume say the Connecticut Suns, they'd probably play at like the XL Center in Hartford, which is still going to be overwhelmingly.
But
Well,
is it?
actually, it might not be.
That's what I'm
Don't-
saying.
Don't,
like,
say
and
don't say
I-
Suns
but
fans. 'cause
I'm
those
saying
have to
like
exist first.
I'm saying most cities. Like I think you're gonna get a bigger showing of Caitlin Clark fans.
But I
That's-
think
I agree with
But
you, yeah.
I don't think that's because they have to move stadiums. I just think that's because the majority of WNBA fans now
No,
are
yes.
Caitlin Clark
I
fans.
agree, but I think that like by now, okay, it's like great. Say they were playing at Mohegan, right? Your audience may be split of like Caitlin Clark, just there for Caitlin Clark and there for the Connecticut Suns. Now when you go to the Excel
I
Center,
don't know if I agree with that.
you're going like 75% Caitlin Clark fans, like 25.
I mean, maybe. I feel like in terms of if we had to assign, let's say, like New England to a team, it'd probably be Connecticut Suns. Like in that area, there's going to be hypothetically there's going to be Suns fans.
let's move
there.
it to another city then. If we like, let's say, I feel like the Liberty are different because they're
Let's
a well-known
let's say
team.
the Minnesota Lynx.
Okay.
Sure.
Where do they play? Minneapolis, I'm assuming.
Yeah, one of the Twin Cities.
Yeah. So
So wherever they play, let's imagine they move to the Target Center.
Did they not just play where the Wolves play? The T-Wolves play?
I don't know, but let's say that they
No one
probably
knows.
they probably just open up the top.
Lynx fans don't know.
Let's say better example Atlanta Dream
Yeah.
because there's no. Well, I guess Charlotte's fairly close, but no, not that close.
The Atlantic
Atlanta
Hawks?
Oh,
Atlanta
I
Hawks.
forgot about the Hawks. There. Never mind. I don't know. Is there any teams?
I don't think there's any WNBA team
Vegas.
besides
Vegas.
Connecticut. Vegas.
Sure,
Vegas
okay.
and Connecticut. Yeah.
Let's say Vegas. Where would they play? Like Golden Knights Stadium?
I think they play. But let's say like the T-Mobile, right? They probably play with the top 2 bowls usually put down. Like there's no seats there. Maybe the middle bowl is selling because like they're a popular WNBA team in comparison.
Yeah, they're like a top.
But
top
then
4.
so
now.
that's a good
Are there,
example.
Like 8 teams. How many teams are there? 12.
12.
14.
I
I think 14.
I think it's got to be like.
I have the stat. So, the Aces play at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas. They do not share that venue.
So then, yeah, right.
Okay,
they
so-
probably then play at T-Mobile when the Fever come to town.
Right. But I'm saying just like it's still the same area, so I don't think that regardless of what the breakdown of fans are, I don't think that it would change at all.
I think it just the proportions don't change, then the overall numbers change. I think is the like if it's Caitlin Clark fans 75%, it's going to be that at the bigger arena. There's just going to be more.
Okay,
of them
so
there.
then here's my rebuttal to that. If say like just a regular Aces season, right? They're already not filling the building. I don't know I'm assuming the stat to be true. I don't know the stat to be true.
It's most likely true.
Most likely Aces fans. Then if you have to now, when the Fever come to town, move to a like bigger arena, most likely that is going to be predominantly Fever fans or Caitlin Clark fans.
The added fans will, but we would
And
have
that's
to
what I'm
see the
saying.
numbers.
But
I don't know what that is.
Like this will be the season that we see it. I know it happened a few times last year, but like now you're really going to see it. I think that number is going to be predominantly Caitlin Clark fans added, not Aces fans, because otherwise they would just go.
I'm gonna
I
close
think so.
with this thought for all of you listening. Can you name one other sports league in America that has to do this when one player comes to town? I rest my case. No one watches this. There is no one
But
watching.
that's what we're watching the growth of it. That's what I'm saying.
You're watching one player though, but it's like this didn't happen for Barry Bonds. This didn't happen for Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Like
No, we haven't seen a player attract this much attention to a single league before ever. I don't think.
Well, no, I mean, I think attracting attention to the league, but the league isn't getting attention. It's just the player. The league is downstream of the player.
I
The
would
league
disagree
gets
with that.
attention by proxy.
By proxy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think like there have been some for like the WNBA, like they have had their legends. Like they've had Sue Birds, they've had Lisa Leslie, like they've had Sparks, they've had players. I'm trying to make a case. Like
No, I know. It's just you said legends, but I haven't heard of these.
in regards of their sport.
Yes.
And I think that just none of them have done what she's doing. And I think like this is what you said. This is the first time we're seeing a league have to alter like this.
But
Hell, what's gonna happen with Paige Beckers? Like I'm not saying she's gonna have like before Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers on the same trajectory.
Well, Dallas is not the happiest
You're right.
sports fan base right now, so I'm not sure.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like who knows what's gonna happen? Like I don't. She could do a similar thing. You never know.
In conclusion, I do have speeding ticket above WNBA.
Mhm.
I would rather watch the WNBA finals than the World Cup.
wow, that's bold.
So are you saying if in a perfect world you'd put World Cup finals at 4 and speeding cup?
Yeah,
speeding
I
ticket
think we
okay.
can all agree speeding ticket 5.
Yeah.
Nope.
Just you're because you're paying money. You're
No,
losing money by
But
not
I've also bought a ticket and I have to go watch it.
Wait, is this buying the I thought this was you get the ticket just like
you know what?
for free.
I think fair enough.
Because then in which point like if I have to pay for this ticket, WNBA is going to be higher because it's going to be
gonna
cheapest.
be cheap. Yeah, like World Cup, Super Bowl tickets, they're
Probably
Well,
go 5
okay,
and
yeah,
4.
okay.
crazy
so
expensive.
That's fair. That's fair. Every ticket is free, but you have to pay the speeding ticket. I'm still taking the speeding ticket over the WNBA.
Like
ticket.
I think
Okay,
I think
that's a
that's
little
just
crazy.
hating to hate. I think
No,
that's
I
hating
think
to
it's just I would not want to go.
hate. I
to watch
completely
this.
disagree.
I would rather watch a basketball game, even if it's not, at what I would want to watch, rather than pay, and then not get to go to anything. Because there is the environment, I guess, too. If the Connecticut Suns are hosting, then you could go gamble afterward. It'd be perfect.
Okay, moving on.
That could be one scenario where I take the ticket.
All right,
There's 2 teams in the league that could happen for.
All right, we're gonna move on to the first of my 2 blind rankings. As it is draft day, we're gonna first do this one's out of 6. So back in February when we first started the podcast, Joe sent the list of running backs that had declared for the NFL draft, and there are some names. So today you are going to be ranking these 6 names of RBs in the draft.
Not based on talent, just
Based
Based
pure-
on
off
names,
of their name.
Just
Okay.
based on their names.
Okay, I gotta
Alright.
think about who's in this.
First name, Shunderick Powell.
5.
Yeah, I'm going 5.
I'm gonna go 3. I think it's pretty fun. Shunderick is a very unique name.
All right, the next one, Jaquindon Jackson.
4.
Yeah, I'll go 4 as well.
This is
I
my
don't know.
3. Jaquindon. That's Jaquindon.
Yes, that is it. Sticking with that same thing in mind, Jaquavius Marks.
Is it Marks Marx?
No, Marks.
Oh, that
6.
I'll go 2. If it was Marx spelled like the Karl Marx way, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, that could be my number 2.
But that's okay.
I'm gonna go 4.
Naquan Wright.
3.
6. Not my thing.
6.
All right, this next one,
Wait, how many do we have left?
two
Two.
more. I think you all have your top 2 open.
Yeah.
No, I have 2.
Oh, you did.
I
Yeah,
used
you
my
put
2. I think I have
Jaquavius,
1 and
right?
5
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
All right, this next one, Bashal 210.
Bashal.
Bhaysshul.
2.
It's
Wait,
5.
spell that again.
I think I know who's at 1, and that's why I'm keeping it open.
Ayshul.
I'm going 2. I think the 1's gonna be a banger.
Who do you guys think 1 is?
I forget his name, but I know it's just so silly.
I wish it was Cam Scatterbo.
No, because he doesn't have a cool name. Quinshawn Judkins.
Yes. Number 1.
Yes.
I love Quinshawn Judkins. It's got so many harsh syllables in there for no reason. Quinshawn.
All of them could be nicknames. You could take any one of those 4 syllables and use it as a nickname for him. Like
Kin-
Quinn.
Kins is a little bit.
Is it Kins is like the worst, but Judd,
Yeah.
Quinn, Sean, Kins. Like they're all could all be shortened to a nickname.
Just that you have the D, like the Judd going right into the Kins.
Yes,
that
that's
double
tough.
consonant is just music to my ears.
And on the topic of names, can we just give one more shout out too? Shout out to Oakland, formerly Oakland A's, now called up player Nick Kurtz. All the announcers have been instructed to pause in between Nick and Kurtz. It's a fun
It's
name
like
in MLB
Steve.
right now.
It's like Steve Kerr's son.
It's like Steve Kerr's son.
All right, moving on to the next one. Some NFL draft traditions, everything that we've been accustomed to these last few years. We're going to start out with the NFL draft chimes.
5.
This one's only
It's
5.
So
It's only 5.
5.
The chimes. I like that stuff. I think that's fun.
I have a 3.
I'll put it at 3.
Yeah, I like the chimes.
I like that each league, like in professional sports, has their own chime, and then beyond that, each individual network has their own as well. I just think it's a little like quirky thing that they do.
I that's what I like about it. It's fun.
All right, next up, the Twitter leaks or X leaks of the picks before Roger Goodell announces them.
5.
4. I'll go 2. I think that's funny.
All right, next up, Roger Goodell walking on stage and getting booed by everyone.
3. It's low-key just so like.
2. That's so much fun.
I'd say 5. I think he's doing a great job.
All right, this next one, the moms versus the girlfriends when the players are at their house, and the moms are boxing out the girlfriends.
Ooh.
Yeah, 1.
I don't know what's left, so I'm gonna go 4. But I really do like that.
I'll go 1. That one, yeah.
All right, so Ryan, this is your 2. Matt, this is your 1.
Yeah.
This is my 4.
This is just 4. Last up, we're going to finish with the awkward hugs that players give Roger Goodell, whether it's throwing him up in the air or anything like that.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Because none of these are like real traditions, too. They're just more things that happen every year.
Observations.
Yeah, it's just observation, but it's gonna happen this year too, which is great.
I don't know who that was. That was a student. That wasn't even a tour. That was just a student.
Ryan, you seem very dead right now.
I'm so tired. I have so much work to do.
Ryan, tell us what's going on.
Can you?
I have a
Let's hear it.
presentation in an hour and a half.
Ryan?
I have
Please tell us what's
my
going on.
jury recital at 9 p.m. I have, what do I have tomorrow? I have to go to Hartford.
At 9 p.m. tonight.
Leaving band early. I have to go to Hartford tomorrow morning.
Keith going to be at your jury recital?
Not the rehearsal that I have tonight.
Oh, this is rehearsal.
Yes. And then, so tomorrow, 9 a.m., I'm leaving for the NAFME conference, Music Educators Conference in Hartford. Then I immediately have to go to Wind Ensemble after that. Then we're going to choir. And then Saturday. 8:30 call time for loading the truck to orchestra. Dress rehearsal starts at 11. Concerts at 1. Then immediately after that, sprinting to the Edgerton for the choir concert. Then immediately after that, sprinting to the Martiri Family Arena for the scholarship gala. Hashtag blessed for all these opportunities. Just I'm very tired. Sunday, 11 a.m. call time for the band concert. Missing the campus pickleball tournament.
That is tragic.
Low-key my biggest damper of the week.
Even with the boot,
We would have won.
if we teamed up, I think, yeah.
The two of you would have cleared.
I don't think it's,
It
yeah.
wouldn't have been close.
Then Monday, I have 2 meetings in the morning, final presentation at 3:30. Then again, hashtag blessed, band banquet, blessed. It's just gonna be a late night, late night. Tuesday,
Let's check some band banquet responses.
what do I
while
even
you're
have?
on this.
Tuesday, I have a final. Then the recital, which I did not think was, again, hashtag blessed. It's gonna be like a 2-hour recital. There's 33 participants. I don't know if that's individual or
So
like
you just
groups.
all like
Like I
play back to back.
Yeah. Again, it's gonna be great. It's a chunk of time in my head, and then Wednesday, I have another final, and then on top of all that, I have to like pack. I have to pack for Ireland.
I haven't
a
even
lot
thought
going on.
about moving stuff out yet. It's gonna be so much.
Well, you don't even have crap to move.
What do you mean I don't have crap to move out?
You don't. Joe doesn't decorate at all. So like Joe's room is a barren 3 posters.
Oh, hold on.
Okay,
hold
but
on, hold on.
posters are not the thing that's
No,
you're
I know.
struggling to.
Yeah, that's,
I'm the one struggling to pack, right? But like I will accept that at the cost of having like a decorated living space. And Joe's room, side of the room. Shout out Cal for having a decorated side.
Cal is my roommate.
Joe's room looks like a jail cell in comparison.
my favorite part about the room is Cal's O.J. Simpson poster.
My favorite part about the room is that Joe doesn't use a mattress topper.
I was just gonna mention.
So
this.
Joe's
it's comfortable
bed.
like
It's
it
not.
is.
It's
It's
no,
straight
it's
up
not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Joe actually just sleeps on cardboard and springs.
It's not cardboard.
It
It's
feels
a,
like
it's a
it. You're sleeping
fantastic-
on the bed frame,
I don't
bro.
know how
It's a-
you do that.
It's a fantastic.
The mattress, the school,
You're out of your mind.
the mattress is like legitimately this thick.
Yes.
Like you are fully compressing it.
No, my favorite part is when like I'm rolling over and then I just hear the springs pop. Like
I hear it.
you hear the springs pop? And
Yeah, like if your door is open and you roll over, you fully hear Joe like creaking.
You have a problem.
it's really loud bed, but it's very
Yeah,
comfortable.
bed-
Yeah,
shouldn't
because
be
you
loud.
don't have any damper to it with like a mattress topper.
It's not comfortable.
It's
too.
not
You're just
even
lying
like
to
Joe's like,
yourself.
oh, I don't like memory foam. It's like it's not even an ass.
I
It's-
don't like memory foam.
Okay, so you don't have
I don't
to
like
get,
feeling
a,
like I'm sinking
so you
into
don't-
whatever.
You could get a firmer one, bro. They have levels to this. You would,
I think my favorite part of this is how much it bothers you.
yeah, because it's awful. It's so like if are you gonna have a you're gonna bring like I damn well just like a piece
What
of
is-
cardboard
what
to
is
sleep
I
Jen,
on.
might just-
what does Jen think about
Jake,
this?
Jen hates the bed. Too.
Yeah, exactly. Because
But-
it's so bad. It is awful. Next year you're gonna walk in. We're moving to the house, and you're like, we're all gonna have our mattresses like all boxed, and you're gonna. I'm be like, oh Joe, what's that really big piece of cardboard? You'd be like, oh, my mattress.
I'm just gonna bring my a sleeping bag and like a
It's actually
Beds take up too much space.
sleeping bag and a rug. That's what I'm gonna be sleeping on.
not even a rug. Oh, you're gonna have in like a sleeping bag in the middle of the room, and then your 15 shirts piled in the corner.
All right, I would like to say that all of this hate is coming from someone that is regularly pushed out of the bed
That's-
while
this is
he
true.
is sleeping.
This is
I,
heavily.
I have a
true.
great bed. It is a fantastic bed. I have a nice mattress topper. It
You
is
have,
fantastic.
You have too much stuff on your bed.
You know who?
I
you know
simply
who,
don't.
Do you know who sleeps the most comfortably here out of anyone? Is me. I
Well-
have no one on my bed.
Well, yeah, you have.
I have a mattress topper.
Actually, I would say
have-
I do. I have a full bed. You guys all have twins.
Well, I also have
That's
a
true,
single,
but-
so
Yeah, I mean, okay. You share your room though.
Yeah,
You willingly share. Your room.
Matt, you don't have a roommate, so that definitely helps as well.
I don't have a roommate.
I
My
don't
bed
either.
is comfortable.
Is
yeah,
roommate-
I don't.
Roommates are awful.
No, Dan is playing his own game here, but just there's nothing to complain about, Ryan. Just send her out to sleep in her room. She's got her own room. Sophie, if you're watching,
I'm not complaining.
Sophie. Okay.
But anyway, I don't think that my mattress is a problem. I think it's I
Alright,
sleep
are
I
we-
sleep like a baby
Are
every
we ready
night.
to? We're ready to play a game.
Sure.
Still playing a game.
Yeah. All right,
What are you scared to lose, Ryan?
No, I have a.
Dan, you're keeping the score here. All right. And I need you to be able to do some math for me.
There's more
Okay.
connections.
No, it's not. No. So I have in front of me a list according to Sportico.
Oh, sorry. I lost my glasses. Add that to my damper of a week. If anyone sees a pair of glasses, please hit my line. Anyway, continue.
Any pair of glasses?
No, my pairs.
Just
Okay.
start taking glasses off people's heads and giving it to Ryan.
All right. I have a list from Sportico of the top 100 paid athletes in 2024. You each have to draft me 2 soccer players, 2 basketball players, 2 baseball players, 2 football players, and 1 golf player.
In 2024.
2024. Highest paid people. Dan is keeping score. Total highest salary wins between your football, soccer, basketball, baseball, and then 1 golfer.
All right, who's going first?
Ryan, you won last time, so Joe, you were going first here.
Yeah, can I start out with Juan Soto? Does he
All right,
count?
great. He was not on there.
Oh, is it? Wait.
That's why I asked 2024. folks. That's
2024,
why I asked
top 100
2024.
highest paid athletes.
I just want to double check. It's the no hockey.
No, none of them make the list.
The hockey
Okay.
players are not.
So it's
not
1
making
golf,
bank.
2 soccer, 2 basketball, 2 football, 2 baseball.
That's correct.
All right.
Yep.
And
Scotty,
are we counting?
That is his baseball player, so he gets 0.
Oh, it was only 1 baseball player?
No, I mean that's one of his
Yeah,
baseball players,
okay.
so that's 0.
Scotty
Okay.
Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler is on there. That would be 104.3 million.
All right. Could I get Shohei? Is he on the list?
Shohei is on the list. Shohei is the highest paid baseball player here, $72.5 million.
Wait, you're not counting his deferred money?
Nope. He has $70 million in endorsements and $2.5 million
Yeah,
salary.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Can I get? I'm trying to think of like contracts going on right now. Can I get Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott is good. Dak Prescott is going to be worth 100.4.
It's active athletes, right?
Players that were paid in 2024.
Okay.
I don't
So
know
you
how
could say like Rick DiPietro.
You could
You
say
could say Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah, you could say Bobby Bonilla. Chris
Okay.
Davis.
Could I get
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Can I get Lionel Messi?
That's good for 135 million. 135 million.
Can I get Ronaldo?
Ronaldo is the highest paid player in the world with a whopping 260.
That's a
million
crazy
dollars.
salary.
He gets 215 million in salaries.
That's crazy that the vast majority of his money there is also salary, not
Yep, not
endorsements.
endorsements.
Well, he plays in the Saudi league or whatever.
It's all
it
Saudi
is.
oil money. Yeah, so
I think my. Sorry, no, never mind. Can I? Analysis. You blundered yourself by Juan Soto.
Well, yeah, because I didn't understand the prompt.
I don't, there wasn't really that much.
But
to
the
understand, though.
other thing is that I knew that Scotty made the most money as a golfer.
That is not true.
He didn't.
No.
Okay. Well, okay, he's up there.
He's second. He's second.
Yeah.
He's
I don't know enough golfers. Also,
and I think that's, yeah, I think that was like, if we're in like chess.com analysis, like that was blunder.
Your mistake was taking a golfer so soon. I think
I don't think
because he doesn't know any, so you could have waited till the end.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I know.
You're gonna win, I think. But
I know Scotty,
Exactly.
and that's about it.
all right, well, Joe, it is your guess, then,
Okay.
champ.
Could I get what his name is Holland for soccer? I don't remember. I don't know his first name.
I'll give it to you, Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
70 million.
Holland.
Wait, can you say the name again?
Erling Haaland.
It's Holland?
Holland.
It's got
And
like-
that's his golfer.
No,
No,
that's
that's
a
that's
soccer
soccer
player.
player.
He's
Soccer
got like
player.
3 A's in his name.
Haaland.
Are we basketball players are on this list?
Basketball players are on this list.
And Matt, you said how much was he?
70.
Can I get? See, I think there's a trick here. Can I get Luca?
Yeah. Luka's worth 55.9 million. Not even close to the highest though.
All right. Give me LeBron.
There it is. LeBron 133.2.
Oh, I didn't take ads into that. Is he the highest basketball, right?
He's not the highest basketball.
You said LeBron 133.2, right?
Can I get Steph?
Steph would be the highest basketball player. 153.8.
Good for him.
Because he owns his brand too.
Dan, can we just get what players they have left to take?
Can I get Steph's money real quick?
153.8.
I have a football player, a soccer player.
I have a basketball player. And a
Joe has
golfer, I think.
both soccer players, one basketball player, and both baseball players. He needs a golfer, a basketball player, and 2 football players. Ryan has a golfer, a soccer player, 2 basketball players, and a football player. He needs 1 football player and 2 baseball players.
Okay, so I'm up.
And a soccer player.
Could I go? Say Kevin Durant.
KD is worth 93.1.
Can I get? It's like Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is one of our highest paid football players up here. 70.7 million in fiscal 2024.
This might be.
The worst take anyone's ever heard. But go ahead.
And I'm blanking on his name now. All right.
Just describe him. I'm not going to give you, but just describe him. Ryan won't get this.
No,
you won't
I-
get it, but You understand? Like, this one just goes dead. I just need you to describe who this is.
No, I know. I just literally
What
just
sport?
football.
Oh.
The quarterback for for Buffalo. I just completely blanked on his name, and he's like one of the biggest quarterbacks. All right, never mind. I'm gonna go.
The NFL MVP, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
That's how bad my brain fart is right now.
So that's what it is. That's what Juan Soto was.
I should know who that is. Well, Juan Soto is the highest paid baseball player right now, but it didn't count. So, could I go? The only other golfer that I currently know, Rory McIlroy.
Rory McIlroy.
He's probably not even on the list.
Rory McIlroy is the third highest paid golfer
Okay.
at 79.8.
Was the first still Tiger?
Nope. First is John Rahm.
Oh.
Wasn't getting that one.
Yep. Tiger's down. He's 4. Then it's Xander. Then Tyrell Hatton. Joaquin Neiman makes an appearance. And Colin Morikawa. And Bryson.
Yeah. Can I get Kylian Mbappe?
Kylian Mbappe is worth $110 million. So that leaves Joe with 1 football player, 2 football players,
Two football players. If you can give us the name of the Bills quarterback.
or you could name a totally different football player.
Yeah, I might just do that.
I would do that.
Can I go? Let's go Matt Stafford. After slandering him, is he paid at all?
Like, he's paid, but like.
I just would have thought, veteran quarterback and all, you might want to
Well, he's a
Give him-
team-friendly guy.
$39.5 million.
Yeah.
give him some money, but I guess not.
He is number 89 on this list of 100 players.
Can I get Francisco Lindor?
Frankie Lindor is not on here.
I was a little shocked by that.
Do I just have the football player left?
Just of the full player, he is a baseball player.
Then I'll go Jared Goff.
That's a great
That is a good
guess. Jared Goff is number 15 overall, 85.8.
Okay.
For those of you playing along at home, Josh Allen is the name of the Bills quarterback.
Yeah. Is he?
And that would have been an awful guess because he's 57.
Oh, well, it would have been better
than Matt Stafford.
Matt
but,
Stafford.
Ryan, you're a baseball player.
Can I get Aaron Judge?
Aaron Judge.
That's a good one.
Aaron Judge is the 4th highest. He's
Overall or baseball?
baseball.
Okay.
47.4 million.
I wonder who won.
I'm a little confident.
Dan, while Dan tallies the numbers, just for fun, do you think you guys can guess the 2 players above Judge and below Shohei?
Mookie Betts.
No.
No.
Are they?
Can you give us teams?
I have a guess.
I don't even need a team. Can you just give me
Dodgers, and this past year he was on the Rangers.
Clayton Kershaw.
Corey Seager or Marcus Semien is one of them.
Nope.
Really?
Freddie Freeman.
No,
Freddie-
it's
no.
DeGrom.
Nope.
For the Rangers?
Bregman? Or no, he was on the Astros. Sorry.
Nope. He was on the Rangers last year.
Or Max Scherzer.
Max Scherzer is correct.
And then Dodger. Was he a Dodger last year?
Is it Kike?
Not Kike. Kike's not paid anything.
A Dodger?
It's a Dodger.
It's not Freddie Freeman?
Not Freddie Freeman.
It's not Mookie. It's not
Not Mookie.
Clayton Kershaw. Tyler Glasnow?
Nope.
I have no clue.
It's not Yamamoto, is
It's
it?
Yamamoto is the second highest
really?
paid baseball player.
That's crazy.
Because of Japanese deals. They get all their Japanese deals. Dan, do we have a final score?
Ryan's, because Lindor wasn't on the list, has $902.5 million. I haven't had Joe's measly number yet.
I don't think it'll be that much farther.
I actually
behind.
don't think.
Well, I think
But
your
it's-
downfall was Stafford and that. So
And
okay,
Soto.
the original was Soto.
The Soto was worse than Stafford by far.
Yeah.
Because then I also got Ronaldo, who was 200.
You left the door open for
I
Ronaldo.
I didn't know if Ronaldo, because Messi's contract I thought was crazy.
It is, but Ronaldo's crazy.
So Messi's
Yeah.
actual contract.
But Ronaldo's also he's way more in the digital space too.
Messi's contract is 60 million, and his endorsements are 75. Ronaldo's 215 salary and it's 45
Yeah,
endorsements.
215
Was Neymar
salary is
closer
insane.
to the top than the other guys?
No, it was then the other soccer players that they named.
Yeah.
Neymar is third overall.
Yeah. All right. So Joe's total was 708.9 million.
Not as bad as I would have thought.
So
actually.
if I had not blundered on Soto,
Mm-hmm.
and if he hadn't gotten Messi or Ronaldo, then I would have won.
You don't know that. Like you could have named.
Well,
a random-
or it would have been extremely close at that point.
It would have been closer.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
no, because if if you subtract the Ronaldo,
But
Then
then
I
you could
would've-
say the same thing. What if I didn't say Francisco Lindor?
what do you mean? Well, how much did Lindor make?
Zero. He wasn't on this list.
I guess yeah, but again, if you had named somebody that, because I would have won there by like 40 million. So if you had named someone less than that,
If what?
if you had not,
I
if
think
you had named,
Joe's really doing it.
Okay. Let's move on to something else.
I think my
Do we
moral of
still
this.
have
Joe,
more?
I have one
Do we
thing.
have
I just want to
more?
get your two guys' quick reaction.
Oh yeah, okay, all right.
Did you guys see an email about new meal
Yeah,
plans?
I'm pissed.
Oh, is that?
What
I
is
thought
Have
it
you
was
seen
something
this?
else.
No.
Freshman and
Alright.
sophomore, unlimited meal swipes. Yeah,
All right, I'll
damn
read. I'll
straight.
read.
Damn
Actually,
straight.
let
to
me
be fair,
read
it
what
doesn't
it
really
says.
mean anything
Just,
for me.
just
Let
read
me
it,
read
just
what it
read
This
it,
is
says.
a this is a Ryan
The
thing.
new
Just read
Big Red Unlimited plan. This plan will allow you
I'm
to
upset.
enjoy an all-you-care-to-eat experience for up to 15 times a day to both Thea's Abbey and 63's dining halls.
Ryan, you're not getting 15 meals a day from either of those.
All
It's
right.
the concept. I have 3 meal swipes left. I've had 8 meal swipes since the beginning of April. And now next year, you're going to tell me these freshmen and sophomores who barely use their meal swipes anyway are going to have unlimited.
Hey,
All right,
Ryan.
so
Hey, Ryan.
so what
hey,
it
Ryan.
gives you
I'm
is
passionate.
Guess what meal
it's
plan I'll be on next year?
$3,350.
So screw you.
It'll be unlimited all-access meal swipe plus 2 daily meal exchanges plus 5 guest swipes. But Ryan, you could choose the Pioneer. You might be able to choose the Pioneer All Access, which gives you all-access meal swipes Monday through Friday, plus 2 daily meal exchanges and 5 guest swipes.
What's the cost of that?
$2,350.
No, I'm doing
Is-
the dining hall.
Is that in addition to the regular one, or they completely scratched the other ones?
It's a new concept.
It's
It's a
a-
brand
yeah.
new concept.
So they
Which is-
completely scratched the other big red
Yes.
stuff. Okay.
But this is how most other schools do it, though.
And
it's just
also to be
unlimited swiping.
to be fair, Ryan, you are in the 1% of people at this school in terms of the amount of meal swipes and dining dollars that you consume.
I'm aware, but I'm saying like
So
there's gonna be more, and as they get like
yeah,
and
there's gonna be
there
more
have
in
been
the
me's
1%.
before, but there have been me's.
But again, we don't cater to the 1%. We
Hey,
cater
that's-
to
I think 1% is a stretch.
And then
I
last thing.
do not
Of the
think
people
so.
we know, it's mainly me.
I've never heard of
John's had
anyone-
one meal swipe for 3 weeks.
Like I'm down on meal swipes and down on dollars, but I also understand why I am. I'm not always.
Well, I
like,
could get into a bigger gripe about why I have much lower dining plans right now, but I'm not gonna do that gripe
Well,
here. I am upset.
It's because every morning you get
I
a
stopped that
a
in
breakfast
February.
sandwich
Yes.
and a smoothie.
But now
Yes.
you said you stopped it, but now it's a smoothie and an acai bowl.
because I've just I've refilled and I've just said screw it to the system. They
you're
won.
not
Sacred
screwing-
Heart won.
but-
Sacred Heart got my money. They won. Period.
Yeah, but you're
all
not
right,
screwing it
all
if
right.
you're giving them
Dan,
more
what's,
money.
What's the last thing?
All
you
right,
That was it.
Which SEC
We still
school
have
do
more.
you think Nicira Pryor just committed to?
Did she just commit?
She just to an SEC school.
An SEC school.
That's
Ryan,
ridiculous.
what's your guess?
Whoa.
That's ridiculous.
If it's South Carolina,
I don't think
Or
she's.
just give me a guess,
I
Ryan.
don't
South
think she's
Carolina.
getting
Okay,
minutes.
Mal, what's your guess?
LSU.
Joe,
I'm gonna
what's your
say
guess?
Arkansas. I don't
She's
think
the
it's
12th man, Texas A&M.
Oh.
Wow, that's-
wow.
crazy. Is this real? Hold on.
Wow.
Is this real?
Yeah.
She's,
My mom's gonna go nuts.
She's not gonna play. But shout out Nicira.
Is this?
No shout out. Reverse shout out. Traitor.
No, huge shout out.
No, no, no.
Good for you.
I have no grabs. that I
Sacred
see
Heart
her
was
prior.
the only D1 school to offer her coming out of high school.
And now
Traitor.
she's there. Hey,
And
good for you.
She's not going to
Nasira.
play anymore.
Nasira,
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm a huge
also-
fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching.
That's so crazy.
Please, we're doing the outro. Thank you
On a
for
podcast
watching.
That I'm a co-host of.
Bad boy. Thank you for watching episode number 12. Please like, share, subscribe, comment again, comment again. If you've commented 3 times, comment a 4th time. That's all. Happy draft day. Happy Saturday to Ryan Buchan. Goodbye.
That's nuts.